Hello, everyone. Oh, I've already shown our guest. Hello, everyone. Oh, I've already shown our guest. Let me tell you, we've already started with full messery, and that is completely fine. That is absolutely how we work here. Welcome to the Regulars. I'm Stacey McGunnigle.
My name is Jason DeRoss.
My name's Nigel.
Yes,
We all
absolutely.
did last names now. This is great.
This is so
I'm
great.
starting a trend.
I'm gonna fix you because I've completely messed it up already. It was so perfect, you guys. You will be like emotional at how good it was. There we go. Hello and blesses.
See, and look at we've already got people on the feed agreeing, Stacey. Today, Stacey is a bombshell.
Whoa, who's saying that?
Shayla.
Oh, thanks for saying I look like a bombshell. That's actually really nice. So I was going to have Jason and I introduce you, Nige, but technology has said, no, bring him to the forefront. We are joined by our lovely friend, star of CBC's Bit Players, Nigel Downer. Welcome, Nigel.
We need a button with like cheers and a whole crowd of sound effects.
Ooh, that's a good move.
He is an angel from above, a style icon we all need, and we are just like loving and living for Nigel being on the pod
If I was
today.
wearing that hat and that hoodie, everyone would be like, "What? Did you just wake up?" But he makes it look like, "Wow, you going to the Oscars?"
Listen, man, I loved your 3/4 baseball tee yesterday.
Thank you.
Like, yeah.
Today I'm just trying to be Canadian today.
It's live Ross right there.
Well, the thing that I really loved about Jason saying
Nice.
he called it a dad tee, but we all knew it was just a baseball tee. But I think he wanted to, make it about him in some sort of capacity. But Nigel, what?
You think that's a baseball tee? That's 3/4 inch sleeves? Like that's maybe like slow pitch dad baseball tee.
Oh, who has time for your slow pitch dad stuff?
I don't even
Hey, are you playing baseball down there?
Not at all.
Nice. Okay. Moving on.
So, Nigel, you are an improviser. You are currently on the main stage at Second City, which is indefinitely on a hiatus because of this pandemic, obviously. But you can also catch Nigel if obviously you see his face and you've met him for 3 seconds. You know he's a talent. And look, I just set up a little bit players thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just switch this up for y'all real quick.
And we'll just scroll. This is an amazing.
Look at this.
What is he doing?
Well, now he's got the hat on. He's got swag.
Yeah. See, yeah, there we go. That's what we need. We need to be building. Oh my God, look at it. It's a little you and a little Chris Siddiqui.
Yeah, right there.
That's amazing.
A great Chris Siddiqui too. What a nice guy.
The show is so great. We love it so much. So if you're looking for something to do, friends, I highly suggest that you get yourself on the Bit Players train. How does it feel like knowing that you've finished a series, like you are on a show that you wrote and created?
Yeah. It's wild, man. It's like it's crazy because we created a thing. Like Chris created this thing and then came to me with the idea, and then we wrote it and we made it. It's hard to. It's actually hard to fathom. Like I'm so excited that the reception has been overwhelmingly positive. So I'm glad that that's working out. But it's pretty wild. It's pretty fun.
But let's be real. It's just Chris and Nigel, man. These guys are having a great time. And they made
Oh
an awesome
my
show.
God, Jason.
That's positive.
No, I know, but it's like, not to like shit on Jay, but it's just so funny to hear him like talk like, listen, hey, my boys are doing it. They wrote the show and it's on the TV now.
Well, I was it was a bad segue into like, well, it's about comics and nerdery, and we're going to talk to Nigel today about comics and nerdery.
We absolutely are. Now, Nigel, I don't know if you caught the stream. Oh, you did yesterday, but I did play Dungeons and Dragons yesterday, which I know it's not your forte. You're a comic book boy, but it's changed me. I really got into Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Very much so.
From what Chris has told me, it's really about the dungeon master. If you have a dungeon master that's creative and innovative and really wants to play and really wants to, want your guild to do something, then that's the be all and end all. After that, man, it's just like all the fun in the world.
Well, we have truly the best dungeon master, which is Sean Murray, who's from Sex T-Rex. It's so good. He has music that accompanies his moves. It's so good.
I'm gonna host what it'd be. We're gonna go on the most apathetic journey on the planet.
We're gonna go for a fucking sandwich.
Roll the dice. Roll the dice to see if you get the toppings you want.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
gotta
say,
ask the Subway artist, but you get maybe lettuce.
I want spinach.
Oh, sorry, you got the romaine. You rolled a 6.
damn, Stacey, come on, Sharon.
Thank you for
Now you've
remembering my
got that-
character's name. Jason, what do you think your character's name would be if you were playing Dungeons and Dragons? What's your name and what is your skill set? And then Nigel, I will ask you the same question.
Potato Dave.
Potato Dave?
What would my skill set be? I think my skill set would be like I would notice things that were not important to the journey, but I would notice them. They'd be like, "Oh my God, it's the big monster's coming over the thing." But I'm like, "Yeah, but the flowers are in bloom. That's weird for this time of year, right?"
You would just notice the foliage upon seasons changing?
I would just notice the things that would be happening in the journey that don't have anything to do with the journey. That's my special skill, though. If you want specifics and details about things that aren't important,
Potato Dave.
So death is imminent, and you're like, "Hey, the flora and fauna this year is great."
That flower is it's a lady slipper, which is the flower of Nova Scotia. Do you know that? Anyways, I'm fried. I'm a potato.
Oh my God, Nigel, what would be yours?
Let's see. Potato Dave would go right alongside Black Ron.
Black Ron.
Yeah, and I think Black Ron would be spelled like Black, but then Ron.
So you mean the way black spelled?
What?
You mean black would be spelled like black?
Yeah. But okay. I wanted to get to the Ron part.
Please.
R-A-W-N would be Ron.
R-A-W-N. I love that.
Yeah, Black Ron.
Ron.
Yeah, Black Ron. I think his power. Oh man, what was his specialty? Oh man, that's a good one.
It can always evolve.
Yeah,
always evolve.
I feel like his specialty would just be like wardrobe. Like he would just be able to change so fast. Yeah, and just kind of chameleon-esque, but just be able to change.
So he can adapt to any and all functions, and no one's going to ask anything about him because Black Ron is dressed appropriately.
Yeah, Black Ron knows what's up.
Black Ron
was just like, damn, man, that leather sheath looks great on you, Black Ron.
Damn, Black Ron. Who's this? Who's Potato Dave?
We're medieval peasants, but you make us look good.
I know, baby.
Potato Dave, is there anything you notice about Black Ron?
Well, I'll tell you, those shoes that he's wearing actually, what leather is good for is protecting you from the rain. So he'll be fine. My sandals are gonna get if it rains, I'm dead.
You're wearing Potato Dave's wearing Tevas.
Yeah, for sure. Potato Dave's wearing Tevas, and I have my just let me look at my hip sack here, my little mini pack.
Potato Dave was the first person in history to use a fanny pack.
My fanny pack is just full of wet naps.
You're definitely wearing socks up to your mid calf.
Oh yeah,
and short.
Yeah, they're white ones with big yellow stripes. That's it. They're like.
That is insane. Well, I look forward to us at some point playing D&D with all of these characters. We've got Sharon, Potato Dave, Black Ron, and our journey is to get a sandwich. So, yeah. Oh my God, that's so funny. Jason, I didn't check in with you, but do you have any dumb stories today that we're going to get into with Nigel?
Oh, we could. Yeah, I have some, but I didn't know if we'd get to them. But why don't we, Nigel, if you're unaware, we talk about like dumb things that happen in the world. I normally pull a few stories from a few sites and go, oh, great, this is crazy. This is happening right now. I've had to deep dive a little bit because the coronavirus has really taken over the news as well. Yeah. But this is pretty new. This is March 18th, so not very long ago.
Okay.
This Florida man was arrested.
It's always in
twice.
Florida. It's always in Florida.
Always in
I
Florida.
can't wait. Okay, just to
And if I send you the picture, you'd be like, "That's every man in Florida."
right.
Of course.
His mugshot is probably not his mugshot. I'm assuming it's a mugshot, but this is probably him at Christmas.
That is honestly my fear when I think about pictures that are of me online. Like what will be the photos? Like I took a photo with my girlfriends going camping, and I was like, if we get murdered, this is it. This is it. This is the photo that we're
What's
gonna
the
use.
last thing you put up? Because like, I'm gonna be like, if I died from this coronavirus, my funeral, they're gonna be just showing the Boost Mobile commercial and being like, he was.
Okay, a bit of a
They got him
break.
jogging in this spot, but like he's got a tummy.
Jason,
Why would
I
they do
can't
that?
believe that you had to sneak in the fact that you do commercials.
That's not what I mean. I mean like you're always remembered for like the last thing you did.
Of
You know
all the
what I mean?
photos you
Like,
took, you're like, wow, they're probably going to bring up that Boost commercial I did and probably want to talk about me being on television. And
Yeah, just real low key brag there, bro.
we have a
if being
television
in a
star.
Boost Mobile commercial is a brag, my life's not as I planned it.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Nigel, I was looking for photos for you to promote you on the stream today. And I just was like, there is so many photos of us online. Like, what do you think would be the one that they would pull? Let's just say you like, yeah.
Oh man. There's one of me holding a phone like to my face like this.
Okay.
And I've got a Game Boy case.
Okay. I'm looking for
And
that
I've
right
got
now.
like this threadless T-shirt. Jason, remember threadless? Remember how hard, like how we
Still on the
got that
site
life?
like 2 days ago.
Yeah, dude.
You guys loved threadless. You also loved. Okay.
man.
Continue on because I'll bring them in.
A threadless shirt.
I have a
is
baseball
red,
tee from it.
and it has all the remote controls from like every console known to mankind.
Yeah.
I feel like that one would be used because they'd be like, yeah, this guy was a huge nerd. This is probably what he wants to be portrayed as, which it's not true. I think there's better photos of me out there, but I think
That would be the one.
I was actually going to say, here's the thing. That photo won't be used because you'd be happy if that photo be used. But they're just going to use one where you're like, here's Nigel just going like this. Whoop,
Oh yeah.
or something that you did. You're like, oh, why did they use that friggin' photo?
They're gonna use a photo of me that's just like
1,000%.
me pointing at something. That'll be
Oh
me.
no! If they ask me to plan it, you're gonna be you're gonna be 9 years old in a dress outfit,
Actually,
ready to dance.
Actually, I went through an old box because I've been trying to like deep clean and like figure my life out. And I found an old box of photos, and there's a photo of me in like brown, like disgusting brown boxer shorts and like a long tee and like thin pigtails because my hair is so thin, like thin, like lethal braids, so long. And me just horfing a bowl of cereal, just looking at the camera. And I'm like, and that'll be the photo that I'll be remembered as.
It's the one where like, at like cop funerals and they've got like the big picture on the easel beside the graveyard, the gravesite.
I think
That's
it's-
gonna be the one that's a big thing on a big easel somewhere.
I don't think it's called an easel, dude.
That's an easel.
Wait,
What do you think an easel is?
I just thought like an easel was for painting. It wasn't also funeral equipment.
I don't know. I'm just
Bob
also
Ross kinda.
started.
Oh, Bob Ross.
I just started The Watchmen as well. So like I'm one episode in and they use the easel thing beside. I won't spoil who dies in the first episode if you haven't watched it, but anyways, it's an easel.
I want to. Now, I mean, this is just an episode of like chatting with friends, so we're gonna be all over the place. But what makes me love you and Jason, Nigel together is you would just hype each other up so much on an idea that it would get out of control. So one of my favorite stories of
I feel like I know what idea you're bringing up.
is it the energy drinks?
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I thought you
What-
meant a scene. Great. Yeah.
Oh
the
no,
energy
no.
drinks.
So these guys backstage were like obsessed with energy drinks, and I obviously find them like I think they're gonna kill you. But you guys got so into these energy drinks. Didn't you call the company and ask for like warehouse price? Like you just like bought a shipment basically, didn't you?
Well, we have to have one every night, so why not?
But I
Yeah,
love
we had to have one every night before the show. I was just
People have like pre-show rituals, and ours was drink a guru.
That was at
I was about to say the
Gurus. But you
Guru, yeah.
contacted the company and they sent you stuff, right?
I mean,
I mean, kind of.
We got some cases.
Yeah, it's not like we called the CEO and was like, "Hey, can you send us some stuff?" You just go on their. I wasn't Nigel is the one that did it, but I think you went just to their site or whatever, and you can order a case.
Oh, you can order them.
We ordered some cases.
Hard to find.
Oh,
But then,
go ahead.
And this is coming from, by the way, this is coming from Stacey, who we almost did that exact same thing with a bag of chips. So.
Yeah, well, no, that was my follow-up, was that you guys had ordered cases. You guys had ordered cases of Guru, and then Jason and I kept going to the soup place because they had these chips called Dirty's Chips.
Dirty chips.
Yeah. And we loved them. And then Jason was like, "Yo, let's Guru this and contact the company."
Do you know that I found them down here?
No, I didn't know that.
Guys, go to Rise and Grind at Hollywood and Wilcox, and you'll find these Dirty's chips all the time.
They're so good. Wash it down with a good old Guru. I hope we get sponsored out of this. That would be nice. That would be nice.
Dirty chips.
Dirty chips.
Here's the thing. We haven't even talked about this Florida man. I just realized.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah. It's okay.
Not that, I mean, this is the same way every day. We kind of go all over the place. But I don't want to forget this because he was arrested twice in 2 days.
Okay.
Both for the same offense. And what this guy does is he goes around and he impersonates a cop to get away with things.
Okay.
But like they arrested him on March 9th. They let him go. They're like, "Great, you shoplifted."
Yeah.
And then you flashed a badge and said, "It's okay, I'm a cop."
It's okay. It's okay. I'm a cop.
Before they put him to sentencing, they let him out for the 2 days or whatever. And then they've got video of him going past a toll booth and they're like, "You got to pay your $2." He goes, "I'm okay, I'm a cop." And he pulled out the same badge and drove through.
Why doesn't this guy just become a cop? I don't understand.
I also want to know where he got the badge. Like, is it just one of these like plastic badges you get, and then he just walks around being like, I'll have double the meat on that sub sandwich. It's okay, I'm a cop."
I love that for Jason. Like, where we can get away with devilish behavior is always Subway sandwiches.
And I don't even go there anymore. It's kind of
no. I had to stop. I had to stop.
Yeah.
I had to.
Plus,
stop.
Jersey Mike's is better. Now that I'm down here, Jersey Mike's is better.
No. Go on, Nigel.
Oh, you're just gonna drop a bunch of brands and companies and stuff, right?
We're just hoping to get sponsored by somebody. We're just throwing rods in the ponds.
What the hell? Rods in the ponds?
Yeah, he said it.
Yeah, you get a rod in every pond, you got to catch a fish, right?
No, man, that's not how fishing works, dude. You can.
I've never fished, but I'll tell you what, if there's 100 pods around me, I got 100 rods.
Oh my God. Someone in the chat just said Jason's on fire today. And it's like fire or head injury. We're not quite sure.
I think this is what Corona looks like, to be honest.
I can't believe it. That is so dumb. I just imagine you running around.
I got it from Haley. Haley finally called it out. Oh my God, dad jokes. Fuck the world. She's right.
I just imagine Jason running around ponds, just javeling, shoving rods in there. Just saying, "I need this. I need this." Irons in the fire. What is it? Irons in the fire. What is it? Irons in the fire. What's the other one?
Rods in the pod.
First of all, it's ponds, right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
You keep saying rods in the pods.
Yeah, I'm like fishing on Love Is Blind.
Oh my God, I honestly can't with this. But I also love that when Jason pulls these dumb stories, they're always prank related. He likes a prank. It's not like a dumb story where it's like, "Oh hey, this guy like stole, but his pants were down. Haha." He's like, "This guy was pranking the town by saying he was a cop."
Yeah. Love it. Like that one town that just had like broken eggs everywhere or whatever. I was like, no, they didn't know what would happen. Remember that? Anyways, old story.
Yeah, old story. Oh my God.
Just silent while like, okay.
Okay. Well, Nigel, I guess we should ask because Jason, oh my God, how you froze is so adorable. You were just like this. It was really cute. Nigel, was there any pranks on set of Bit Plays? That'll really get Jason going.
Oh
my God. Who was the George Clooney?
Who was the George Clooney on set? We got to know.
Oh, he's Rod, man.
Oh, Rod, yeah.
Oh,
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo.
Of course.
Rodrigo's the funniest guy on the planet.
Yeah.
Everyone follow him on the internet. Yeah. What is it, Rod on the internet? On Instagram, please. He's so funny.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, you guys had a great crew of people. I'm just going to quickly just plug BitPlayers and not even plug it again, but it's like we're all looking for things to watch. BitPlayers is truly so great. It's so fun. I'm just going to scroll through. Look at this. Oh, no, it's starting to play. Oh, no.
Please.
Imagine it just starts playing and then we all get demonetized. I can't and I shan't.
Well, there it is.
Oh, you see it. I'm like, oh, I don't want to. No, because YouTube will pull you. You know, they're the real mom and dad of the internet. They don't want you misbehaving. Okay, Jay, give us another dumb story.
Okay. How about this? And I don't know if this is dumb, but it was just like it's odd to me, and I think it's going to be odd to both Nigel and Stacey as well. But we might have listeners that are like, yeah, this happens. But do you know like a bring your kids to work day,
yes,
or there's something like that? Apparently, also there's a thing called tractor day, where kids are allowed to drive the tractors to like school and stuff, like
farm kids,
and that's happening right now. So I don't know if you have tractor day, but apparently it's big in Midwestern sort of the States. That's the story.
Wait,
hold on.
Yeah, go on.
Kids are allowed to drive the tractor to school.
Yeah. When I say kids, I mean like high school, not like.
Oh, of course.
But they are like not of like they're 14. Like here, Alec Hydestead, 14, says he started prepping his red and yellow tractor almost a week before tractor day. Like these kids are really excited about it. We waxed it twice, actually. Did it in 2 nights, about 3 hours a night. He says, wax on, wax off.
Shauna is in the feed, and Shauna said that she did that for her high school during homecoming.
See, it's a big thing. So that's what I'm saying. This is real stuff. Small sound stuff right there. But the reason why I said maybe Stacey too, like maybe Alliston. Do they don't have tractor day in Alliston?
We didn't have tractor day. We did have a McDonald's day and a hot dog day, but tractor day.
No, that was every day for Stacey, and she was like, it's McDonald's day.
Holy shit, Jason in with the stealth burn right there.
Guy just going in with the rods.
Holy shit. He's got a friggin' million rods.
Actually, if it was true, it'd be Dairy Queen Day, but that's fair.
Well, I worked at Dairy Queen, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was so. I don't even know why I'd put on makeup today. I was trying to be stylish for Nigel. I knew he was coming on, but it quite truly was the worst. That was a really good one, Jay. I'm actually really impressed. You're killing it today.
I'm still just reading because all these kids are just like talking about it. I'm just gonna put this article up, I think, because it's actually kind of interesting and weird because it's like when you watch one of those movies that you're just like you're a bit outside of that culture and you're like it's not too far out that you're like, oh yeah, I could see that happening, but like you've never experienced it.
Well, Nigel, you went to Guelph. Was there anything like that? Because that's a big farming community.
Oh, actually, hold on 1 second.
Whoa, that's sick.
For those not in the know, that's a Guelph Griffins hat.
Yeah.
Shout out to the University of Guelph, where I played my 4 years of football. It was great. There was a lot of country bumpkins at that school, man, because they have what's called the Aggie program.
Yeah.
So the agricultural program, which is huge. So you have people coming in from all of the farming communities that are even remotely close to Guelph.
Right.
And they're coming in full force, like cowboy boots, cowboy hats, leather jackets, like the whole night. Tight jeans, a lot of rips in them.
Yep.
Just like
I had some friends who went to that program, and now they're very successful farmers, and they're just the bee's knees. So Guelph was the place to go. All the like hot guys, all the hot farmers were going to Guelph, and I couldn't follow. You know, I had to go to theater school. So it's one of my biggest.
Where'd you go to York?
I went to York. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but all those hot little cowboys with their tight jeans and tight ass just walking away to become very professional farmers. And I feel like my window of opportunity has been closed because of that. So. Yeah. Nigel.
I immediately thought of that picture, the what is it, like that classic American Life where has the old man, like the old man,
yeah,
beside it, and I was just picturing Stacey's face in that. I was like, does that work?
I'm just like
I
this.
don't think so.
No, but like, or else one of those small town mothers that like does baking for the whole town and comes out like, who wants brownies? That's not Stacey, but Stacey lives across the street and just fucking whispers under her breath all the day how much she hates that woman.
Oh, hey, Linda, if you're baking so many brownies, why don't you bake some for my kids too? Because I got to work. Thanks, Linda.
That's the one.
How's your husband, Craig? He's still gone, huh? Okay, well, you have fun. Thanks, hon. Thanks, hon. Yeah.
Nice easel at his funeral, but anyway.
Jason just holding on to that callback. You are on fire today, Jay. Is it? I think Nigel's got you all ramped up.
Love it. I love it.
Good to see my friend again.
See, this is nice. I feel like we got to get more people on, more friends on, because this is just a nice little hang, really.
Well, we did tell Nigel he was coming on today, and he prepared and everything to talk about comic books, and we haven't touched it yet.
Oh, let's get in.
We should.
Let's get in, Nigel, because everyone is cooped up.
Yeah, hold on one sec.
Please.
Oh, hat change.
Wow, this is incredible.
This is back to the original one. Okay,
we love.
Yeah. Oh, like nice little zing there. Nice.
No problem.
Flying dirty.
Whatever. So let's. So Nigel, everyone's loving this hat bit. Okay, Jan's calling it out.
Jan loves it.
Jan's just loving it full time. Right. So everyone's cooped up. Everyone's in quarantine. So I feel like you're the perfect person to talk to, because I think this is a great time to like get into something that maybe you wouldn't think you would be into. Like, I would love to dip a toe in a comic book. Where to start? It's so overwhelming, but you're like the guru. So like, where do we start? What do we do? What's going on?
Can I say, as you say that too, Nigel's the one that sort of like, I read him as kids, but Nigel brought me back into it as an adult.
Right.
And then I got deep into comics.
Yeah, you
for a year.
Learned real quick, and then you just like usurped even independent stuff that I didn't even heard of. You just like did a real deep dive.
Well, I'm like, oh, that's cool. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna find this. Potato Dave's gonna reach over here and go find this one over here.
You were Potato Dave years ago, and you didn't even know it.
Oh my God, Potato Dave and Black Ron, just like educate us on comic books.
That's my new thing. I will be drawing that after this podcast.
Oh, please. And we'll put it on our Instagram. Yeah. Okay, so what's going on? Tell us the 411. Let's get some rods in the pods.
So I'm wearing this hat because a couple of reasons. One, Robin, the original Robin, Dick Grayson, is my favorite comic book hero, so we can get that kind of discussion out of the way.
Yeah.
I love everything about Dick Grayson because he is Batman's sidekick, as we know. Mm-hmm. But the relatability for me was the fact that I never felt like I was good enough to be a leader, but I was good enough to be a sidekick in the background. And then when the leader leaves, I can pick up where he left off or she left off. But then I need to step back and kind of do my own thing.
Yeah.
So Robin did a lot of that. He actually became Batman for a time period with Dick Grayson. But the point is that he is, it's his 80th anniversary. I think it was yesterday, or it might have even been last week. Anyways, so the character is like 80 years old. And so they had this big this big 100-page book that came out, and it covers all the Robins, and it does a big big story and a big celebration of them. So I just want to give a shout out to Robin's my favorite character.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's crazy.
That is
that means he was
incredible.
literally created like during the like war time. Like he was created during World War II, which is kind of interesting because
man.
like they were still putting stuff out at that point.
Well,
which is-
I
that's
feel
really
like, I mean, that's incredible. 1940.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. So so that's that.
And that did that. Oh,
More hats.
more hats.
Just want to say that
This is hat.
I'm also,
Oh my God, this is so amazing.
anybody who knows me knows that I'm about this Marvel life.
Mhm.
I bought into the Kool-Aid, and I've seen every I'm pretty sure I've seen every MCU Marvel Cinematic Universe flick. Sure, some are great, some are horrible, and I get it. But I bought in because at the end of the day, you got to remember when I was reading these comic books when I was a kid, I found out there's a comic book store. All these characters now they're putting on the screen, and I'm seeing them in real life.
That's
and
amazing.
I get so excited. You know what I mean? It's just so, it makes me so happy.
So it's like was it like Ed Norton's Hulk? Was he MCU? Does that count? Or is it like, well, that just never happened and I never watched it and don't care?
I mean, it's not really in canon, but it's a nice.
Did you watch it?
Did you watch it? And
I did watch it.
Do you prefer Mark Ruffalo?
Everybody prefers Mark. I love Ed Norton, but everybody prefers Mark Ruffalo.
Is it
Yeah,
Ruffalo?
I think I like Mark Ruffalo better.
Okay, can I ask you then your opinion on Captain America? Because
Oh, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry.
So my
I
thing.
don't want to ever. I don't want that.
Okay,
It's
you
like
were saying?
it's like on Sesame Street. I don't want to ever see an Oscar the Grouch's tin can. I don't want you to ever turn that camera so we
don't.
can see where these
Don't
magical
turn
hats
it.
come from.
We want to be surprised. We like it. So my question or my opinion on Captain America is okay, here's the deal. Chris Evans, no thank you. I'm not liking him in it. And I feel like the Captain America movies, it's just him going, hey guys, you can trust my friend Bucky. He's not going to lose his mind. Everyone's like, I don't know. Bucky seems to lose it every movie. And he's like, we can trust him now. He's unfrozen. And I feel like Captain America could have been something more because it is just about like morality and the pros and cons of taking the moral road all the time. Am I wrong on that?
I don't think you're wrong.
Wow.
I think you're right, and that's the crux of Captain America. I think Captain America is he's the Superman in the Marvel universe. He's the Boy Scout. So he's gonna be that good guy and be like, oh guys, it's all good. You know, we got this villain to defeat. But you know what? Potato Dave says he saw some nice flora and fauna over there.
Lady
Go over there.
Flowers. Yep.
But the thing is, it's like Captain America, like Chris Evans, I think is good casting because he plays this like watery good boy that like we're not having. But I'm just like, he didn't get like a sexy storyline. Like he doesn't get like a hot little smooch. He doesn't get like a cool whatever battle. Like the movies are kind of like whatever.
It's his movies that bring everybody sort of together, though, right? Like
No, just Scarlett Johansson. And are they not? What is going on with that?
Yeah,
I just mean like.
You go, Jay.
No, you
I was
go.
just gonna say like the Winter Soldier and things like that. That was the kind of stuff that started to bring some of the event. If I'm wrong, by the way, Tash also agrees. He's a bit of a wet blanket. She agrees with Stacey.
Thank you.
But everyone's like, oh, you got to see the Captain America movies because they're the ones where it's like they've got to call in the other Avengers and start to bring them into the world, and that led to like Endgame and all the rest of the Avengers movies. No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the catalyst was Iron Man. First of all, that was the one that really
that was the best one, man. Iron Man #1, hell yeah.
Yeah, so that really brought in Nick Fury, and Nick Fury is the one that really started the conversation going, hey, just so you know, you think you're the only one, but you're not. And
right.
Then we start spinning out into Captain America, the first Avenger, and then it keeps going from there.
Right.
But you have to have that kind of wet blanket character, man. You have to.
I know, but three movies with celery, I can't with it.
You know what? It's funny too because have you guys seen Knives Out yet?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Yes, can we talk about that?
So, yeah, Cross. You need to watch Fragile. Very good. And Chris Evans is in that, and you're just waiting for him to kick some shit. Like you're just like, you know what? Just we know you're capable of it because the guy's huge in it still.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's your shield? Just chuck it at someone.
He's freaking jacked.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're that jacked, like
Gotta have him.
well, but I just feel like if you're that jacked, if you're like, first of all, if you're that beefed up, get that shirt off. I need a little taste of that, okay? And I don't. Mama needs a taste. She's hungry, okay? Also, if you're that beefed up, don't go freaking go, you know, it's like he's like saving butterflies or something. I'm like, kick some ass, be a cool captain. You're Captain America. Like, ugh, I can't. Although, anyways, maybe it's just an issue with Chris Evans, but if he was here, I'd say hello. But that's, I don't know. Captain America for me is a bit of a whatever. And also the Scarlett Johansson, Jeremy Renner situation, I simply and utterly, no.
Yeah, they're stretching it for that one. It's just like, you know, will they, won't they, just make it happen, whatever, just make a choice.
Make a choice.
So it was, yeah, that was
but that's, okay, so that's what, I had some questions about that too, because in the movie, he's very happily married.
They never talk about that though.
What's that?
Go ahead, Nige.
They're great friends in the movie franchise. So I mean, that's what they're really counting on. They're trying to really push that.
But that's what I mean. There's no will there or won't they, because they're like, they just play it off like he's very happily, like the whole thing is like that. Doesn't that movie start with him like feeding his family in a perfect field full of lady slipper flowers?
That's what you saw.
That's what freaking Potato Dave saw.
That's what Potato Dave saw.
Yeah, please. We gotta do Potato Dave and Black Ron movie reviews. That's what we're gonna do now during this quarantine. We'll do our weekly Friday rundowns with Black Ron and Potato Dave.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nige, we cut you off.
Give us a hot 7 minute. Okay. Yeah, no, you're right. There's a moment where they do show, like, you know, Hawkeye's family and whatnot. So they have this really tight bond, those two, you know, Black Widow and him, Scarlett Johansson. So it's cool. Yeah, but I love the franchise was just super fun, man. It was really fun, and I think it ended the way that it should have ended.
Oh, so sad.
Yeah. And it made sense, you know. It's like, great, now let's move on, you know.
I will say that I'm not like I mean, the idea of like nerd culture, I think, is like it's not even a rude thing to say anymore. I think people are fully embracing it. I feel very on the outside of it, as I don't know that much, but I will say the Avengers it was so funny. It was so heartwarming. It made me cry many times. I just think it's a really great franchise. I mean, there's going to be stinkers. Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Jeremy Renner.
What was the one right before Endgame? What was that one called?
Thor?
No, the Avengers one. The one.
Oh.
I can't remember the name.
You mean Age of Ultron?
Maybe no, there was one in between there, I think. Anyways, the one just before Endgame was my favorite of the Avengers movies. It was because you brought that up. It was like there was the perfect amount of comedy. They let like full sketches play out within that, with like the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah,
within the world with Thor and stuff. And I was like, this is amazing, because they had heart, they had funny, they had action. It was great. It was just everything.
Now, what is your opinion on Thor and Natalie Portman? Oh, it was Infinity War. I don't know who's saying that.
Thank you,
Audrey.
Yeah, thank you.
Audrey coming in. That was Zav. Okay, her partner Zav. I was like, Audrey. My friend Audrey's in the stream. I was like, what? How do you know? You're telling me to read books. But that's really great. No, my thing was, I loved Thor so much. I thought those were fine. The place that lost me was Natalie Portman, and then the Fantasyland. I don't care.
I mean, yeah, that was an interesting. She was fine.
Yeah.
She
was.
Feel like
she was great in The Professional, right?
Oh my God, Jason! Isn't that like a BDSM movie? Oh my God! Potato Ron, you freaking perv.
That wasn't a will they or won't they movie.
Oh, well, because they were, and there was a safe word as well. And I think the professional. Oh, no, I'm thinking of the secretary with Maggie Gyllenhaal. I actually don't know what the professional is. I don't know. Anyways, Nigel, we are completely off course. We are completely off course today.
I love this. Hey, man, let's just keep it rolling. You guys are doing great.
Also, just a quick sidebar. I would be remiss if we did not talk about how cool your office looks. Or is this your living? Where are we for you? Because this is cool.
It's just my room. It's like one of the walls of my room.
It's
so I have
how casual Nigel throws that away. Oh no, this whole thing. This is just my room.
Yeah, this like incredibly framed artwork behind me.
Yeah, shout out to Telegram on Ossington and Dundas. They framed all of my artwork. Shout out to Mondo. Mondo's down in Texas, I believe. They do these limited edition posters. They're sick. Go to mondotees.com. Yeah, so I framed all of my Ninja Turtles
Cool.
illustrations in the same colors as their bandana. So obviously, as you see, Don's in purple.
Yeah.
Mike in
Oh
orange.
my God.
Of course, Raphael's on the bottom.
Yeah, because he's the most badass, you know.
Jeez, that's freaking cool
yeah,
as all hell.
Incredible. Yeah.
I love The Incredibles. That was a great movie too. And would you say, did you like it? Obviously, but Jason, did you like it?
Oh yeah.
I've literally watched that within the last 2 days because I have a 4-year-old boy at home, and we watched Incredibles 1 and Incredibles 2 within the last 2 or 3 days.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Disney Plus? Did you get
it? Yep. We got a lot of the streaming services. Yeah, we got Disney Plus. I think we've already done Disney Plus. I think by the end of coronavirus, like we're all gonna be done everything. All the streaming services are gonna be done. So, as soon as I get through Tiger King.
Oh well, Nigel and I are gonna do a spoiler-free Tiger King convo at the end of the pod. But I would be remiss if we didn't. I'm using remiss again because Audrey's in the chat and I want to impress her. So what are the comics that people can maybe download or get from the library? Because you can get online, like if you have an iPad, you can, sign up to the library in Toronto or whatever. Like where do we start? Like what would be your recommendations?
Oh man. Well, I think that's a tough one. So it's kind of split up into two major groups, I would say, which is like the capes and cows kind of thing, which is all your superheroes, so like Superman, Batman, and all those heroes, the Avengers that we talked about. And then there's a slew of independent stuff. So great independent stuff out there, which Jason and I were kind of talking about very briefly earlier. The independent stuff is kind of those smaller books that may talk about real issues. For example, like I have a book called Blankets. I'm pointing because I have a shelf over there. Actually, I should pull some out. But there's a bunch of independent books that you can get to at your local comic shops. You can check them out on Amazon too. They have you can get them for your Kindle. You can get them. You can order them. So it depends on kind of what you're feeling. But there's everything across the board. It's wild. And then we can get into the anime place too, right? Which is, which you read those books backwards. Here for us.
Whoa.
So it's right to left. Yeah, but I mean, to start, that's a good one.
Here, I'll do it for
to start. I get.
Oh no, I was like, should I qualify it? Like if you're someone like me who's like 34, thriving, like I would like some story to it, something like that I would sort of relate to, because someone like give a recommendation for someone like a gal like me starting out. Where would I dip a toe?
I would say for you, I would jump into Lumberjanes.
Lumberjanes?
Yeah, Lumberjanes. Yeah, I pulled it up here, and it's
you could build your own shelf. That's their power.
Oh no! Oh jeez.
I could build my Potato Dave's. He's nasty today, and I don't hate it.
Stacey's perfect
I feel like
man.
This is the last.
Stacey's perfect man is a lumberjack that could build her a shelf. So this is perfect.
I just want a guy who can like build me a shelf and already knows where the studs are, and then make sweet love to me on the shelf. 2 little sandwiches. Jan Caruana gave me the sweetest gift ever, and she felted me a lumberjack so that I would always have a lumberjack on a shelf, which I just think is really sweet. I'm manifesting. Nice. Anyways, so Lumberjanes is what you're saying for me, is what I should.
Yeah, Lumberjanes is super fun. About
Okay.
a group of teenage girls. I think there's like
Sick.
about 5 of them, and they're camping. They go on this like camping trip or whatever, camping scouts and stuff. And then there's a bunch of paranormal phenomenal things that happen to them
Cool.
when they're out there, right?
Okay.
So it was supposed to be a limited series, but now it's ongoing, so you should definitely check that out. That's really fun.
Lumberjanes.
Jason, for you, I think, I know that you're more into the independent stuff, but hold on one second.
Oh yeah. I want to know what this has.
Oh my
I think you
god.
should do
Okay. Is that independent though? Is that a Black Panther hat?
not at all. It's a Black Panther hat.
Yeah.
I think you should do your boy a little bit more service and read some more Black Panther books, if you don't mind.
I would love to. That was a good movie.
That was a great movie.
That was
phenomenal movie.
That was a really, really good movie. Ooh, that was a hot movie. This is what I want to hot bods out. Okay, they were showing me the goods, all of it, loving it. I sound so boned up.
That was Stacey's time right there.
I feel like you should just watch Firefighter Calendar the movie.
All I'm saying is,
Stacey, make it.
all I'm saying is, if we were all in Marvel movies, it's actually one of my goals to be in a Marvel movie because they're going to get me in the best shape of my life. Like, I'm going to be ripped as all hell. I'm going to have the best bang and bod. And they're going to be like, hey, put on this, like, tight suit and show off the work. What are they? Well, I'm going to do all that work.
I don't know if they do that to you. Or you have to show up to the audition pretty much ready to go.
Kumail Nanjiani didn't.
No way, dude. There's no way.
You're thinking that Jeremy Renner showed up in a like a football fan bod, and then they were like, "Don't worry, we'll fix that."
Do you know the beginning of Chris Pratt? Fat
So you're saying
Pratt.
there's a chance.
Fat Pratt was on Parks and Rec, and then he got that whatever small part in that big like army movie or whatever, and then he shredded all that weight, and then he got Guardians of the Galaxy and got even bigger.
Yeah.
So
I know they probably add like this, whatever. They're like, great, now you're going to film this a few months from now. We're going to work the crap out of you. But I don't think they're showing up in the audition. Like, I don't think Kobe Smulders showed up and she was like, eh.
First of all, Colby
She was already
Smulders is
pretty-
HR. So they just needed to look good in a blazer.
Yep.
Give me that role. Also, Marvel, I know you're watching. The three of us are here and willing to be shredded. Nigel's already there. I've already
We're
seen
going to
it.
make Sharon, Black Ron, and Potato Dave the MCU version.
That would be such a good movie. Sharon, Black Ron, and Potato Dave.
I love it. It really just, rolls off the tongue,
It'd be a cool comic because the whole story starts with all of us just wanting a sandwich. And then we're getting into hijinks and people are getting murdered.
Now we have a journey.
We're on a journey. Okay, so what would you suggest for Jay?
Oh, Jay, I'm reading a book. I'm rereading it actually, and it's by the gentleman by the name of Eric Powell, and it's called The Goon. I might have told you about it before.
Don't think I've heard of the Goon.
The Goon is, yeah, I think it would be about mid 2000s, early 2000s. I think mid 2000s. Basically, it's about this kid. It's very, very stylized. The artwork is phenomenal. Both of these books I talked about, Lumberjanes and The Goon, very, very good artwork. And so The Goon is about this guy who he's the thug about town, and he kind of keeps things regulated. He's just a big goon, basically. I'm seeing
some of the artwork, pretty badass.
Yeah, and through the way of a couple people being murdered in his family, he does a murder when he's young, takes on a new persona, and then lives this life in this town, and then all kinds of hijinks happen. So it's very comical too. Like, it's really, really funny.
Okay, cool.
But it's very entertaining. So I recommend it.
I just
they did an animated version or something, and Paul Giamatti did the voice.
Cool. I love a Paul Giamatti moment.
So they didn't finish it. They did like a little, they did a little tester for it, and then it hasn't been done. That was that was mid 2000s too. So that was a while ago.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll
a
check
couple
that
things. So first of all, people are loving the cool frames in the background. Nigel, Audrey's loving it. She's loving the aesthetic. Also, Jameson in the old chat is wondering what would our team name be? What's Sharon, Black Ron, and Potato Dave's team name?
Oh
out. The Mall Gang.
Oh, Jason. Well, there's no wrong
I don't
answer in
know.
brainstorming. The Do We
That's
Have
not a
to
good
gang?
Do we?
We're like, ugh, do we have to? Okay.
Oh wow.
We'll think
That's
about it.
great.
Also give us
Your
suggestions in the chat.
neighbors.
Yeah.
Your neighbors.
Your neighbors. or the neighbors.
The neighbors.
We just all start. Our origin story is just us all living on a suburban street, and
Yeah.
our kids play like road hockey together.
This is a great movie. We all live on a cul-de-sac. All of a sudden, a lightning storm happens, and it seems a little weird. And then all of a sudden, the three of us are given powers. And what? Go ahead.
Yeah. What if we're so what if we're the cul-de-sac kids? So what if we're like in our teens or something?
Loved. But I want the
Yeah.
movie to have us all play, like, we're not, we're in it. We're all playing our teenage selves.
We're playing ourselves.
Okay, no,
You
wait.
guys can be teens, but I'll still be 40.
I think this. Okay, the movie starts and the three of us are children. Then lightning strikes, and instead of getting superpowers, we just age to where we're at right now. We
I love this so much. By the way, you just reminded me the lightning powers thing. There's a BBC show called Misfits. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but look for it. Maybe I'll send you the link. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's called Misfits, and there's a lightning storm that happens in England to these kids that are in a correction facility. So there's like a band of kids. I think there's like 5 of them or so.
Okay.
And they're all doing community service. That's it. So they have to go to this community center and do this community service. This lightning hits, and it gives them all powers. And so to them, with having these powers, it is very good. It's called Misfits.
Sweet.
Hey, your boy Rob Norman got me onto it actually, Dross.
Oh, cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
We'll have to check it out.
It's amazing. It's really, really good.
So we are coming to the end of the pod, but I wanted us to, and we will spoiler free, talk about Tiger King. And Jason, you can join in because you've watched the first episode, and we're not gonna reveal that much. But I would like to do.
I don't want to know anything. Okay.
What you know from the first episode is what maintains throughout the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Nigel, you and I both watched it yesterday. I'm done it.
Yeah, same.
Done. I plowed through. It was, I would say it's the most twisty, turny storytelling I've seen in a long time.
Yeah. Hold, please.
Oh no! Are you? There's no way. There's no way. It's just got to be a Netflix hat. It cannot be a Tiger King hat. Oh yeah.
Suck, squeeze, bang, blow.
Killing it.
Okay, no. I've never. I'm trying to think of the other Netflix shows that I've seen.
Yeah.
That are like this, which there isn't a lot of, but it starts at 0 and it doesn't go to 100 real quick. It actually takes its time, but then around how many episodes is there? 6?
I think there's 7. 7.
Yeah. So around the midway point, around 4, all of a sudden it just goes, whoop, we're going here.
Yep.
And then the second to last episode, you lose your mind because you're just like, how are these people real?
I know that I'm the one that hasn't watched it, but it feels like the reason why I got Netflix originally was for Making a Murderer, and it feels like this is the throwback to sort of like that twist in terms of Making a Murderer, where you're like, what?
It's sort of.
That's what I'm hoping happens.
I would say that after every episode, I needed to debrief. I was like, what? And like, I will say, as a comedian, and I'm wondering how you think, Nige, like you couldn't even parody this series because it's too good. Like the jokes are just too clear. Like there's nothing to make fun of or impersonate. You know, it's perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
You're right on point. Like this, I was thinking about how I could turn this situation or some of these characters into a sketch or into something.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can.
You
'Cause
can't.
I think you do a bad job at it because it's so out of control.
100%.
So out of control.
One of the people that has been following us the whole time, their tag is Snake King. I'll tell you that, Snake King, you better be watching Lion King, Tiger King, and Lion King. Watch Lion King too.
You know, I've never been a huge zoo.
I want to be the guy that mixes it up and he goes to like a movie. They're all like hang out and they're like, oh, Tiger King. And he just starts talking about Simba and being like, yeah, that was crazy, right?
Oh my gosh. That's
Who's your friend? Hey, who's your friend?
Who?
Potato Dave.
Oh, Potato Dave. I'm sorry. I'm going to take his rods out of your pods. I'm sorry about that. He's on a
Thank
weird...
you.
Yeah, no problem. And I'm sorry about that. So
I'm on my own island.
Sir, I don't know how to explain this, but I was like 14 and then there was this weird storm and now I'm 34 and I'm stuck with this guy who's 44 and his name's Potato Dave.
You guys try this coffee, medium roast?
Yeah, you got a freaking, what is it called? A Yeti? Or one of those Yeti, like those huge coffee mugs? Potato Dave's always got one. And we're like, dude, that
Been warm
coffee's...
for 3 hours.
Dude, when did you get that coffee?
Yeah, and why don't you ever go to the washroom?
He keeps saying how much he's like a camel. We're like, oh my God.
Yeah. Too many bananas this morning. You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
No, we don't. And why didn't we get a banana? When did we have bananas?
Yeah, had.
Oh my God, he switched up his cup. You know what? Maybe we'll wait then, and we'll have Jason finish Tiger King, and then you'll come back on, and we'll do a full debrief. And
Oh, cool.
what we can do too, if people are down, we can do like comic book recommendations. So you can send us some of those, and we'll put them up on our Instagram Marinos. But Nigel, where can we find you? This was such a fun chat. I've got your handle up, Nigel_Downer, right now as you're talking.
For Instagram, yeah, great.
Nigel's an
Thank
incredible.
you.
I was just gonna say you're an incredible photographer. So follow his
Oh,
Instagram.
thanks.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm trying. Yeah, but yeah, you can find me online, like Stacey said. My IG is Nigel_Downer, or you can find me on Twitter, Nigel Downer, all one word. And also for sure, like shout out back to Bit Players, man. Me and Chris Siddiqui, we wrote a little thing,
Hell
8
yeah.
episodes, had a great creative team behind us. Shout out to LaRue Entertainment, and we made the thing. CBC put it out there. If you are in America and you're listening to this or watching this right now, it should be on Amazon very, very soon.
Oh, that's really great.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Also,
Go ahead.
One last thing.
Please.
If this is a regulars podcast, oh yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, he has our podcast hat. Freaking
We don't have any of those, but Nigel's just got it somehow.
Nigel, that's incredible. I've been trying to convince Nigel to start a style account as well on Instagram. I feel like we need more we need more style on my feed. That's what I need. I need more like inspiration for color and texture and design and tailoring, which your wonderful father is a tailor. So you know what's correct and right. So maybe we should get that going now that there's some downtime.
Yeah, you're right. We'll have a chat offline, and then maybe, who knows? At the end of this thing, we'll have something fresh for you kids.
Oh my God! At the end of this, you're like front row at Toronto Fashion Week, and I'm like, God damn it! He didn't even invite me. I started this whole thing. It's because I'm sticking around with Potato Dave over here.
Oh, no,
Well, Nigel, thanks so much for joining us, and everyone in the chat. Thank you for being here today. And if you're listening to this, guess what? You can go to youtube.com/Stacey McGunnigle and you can watch the damn thing, which is very funny. This episode, I need to face and blow my nose. Laughed a little too hard. And follow Nigel, not on my feed here with my other camera, but okay, everyone. So thank you for being in the chat and talking with us, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Nige.
Thanks, Nige. It's so fun.
guys.
Oh, are we done?